A quiet technical ruling about presidential signatures has suddenly become one of the most consequential automotive turning points in decades. What looks like an obscure constitutional question has now reshaped the nation's energy strategy, reversing the direction of the federal transportation policy and placing the electric vehicle transition on a dramatically different path. The issue is simple. If the president did not personally sign an executive action, can it legally stand? Well, President Donald Trump has answered that question with a firm no, and the result will be felt in every dealership, factory, and garage across America. In late November 2025, President Donald Trump declared that any executive order or regulation or directive signed with an Autopen, which is an automated pen rather than an actual signature, after the mid-2022 is invalid. Independent reviews by oversight groups suggest this affects as much as 92% of the actions taken in the final 2.5 years of the Biden administration. Now, this is not about politics. This is about the automotive side and its impacts. The Biden administration's electric vehicle strategy depended heavily on Executive Order 14037, a directive issued in 2021 that set aggressive national goals for emissions and fuel economy. Although signed early in Biden's term, nearly all follow-on directives after 2022, including the rules that enforce those goals, bear Autopen signatures. Those signatures are now at the center of the administration's most ambitious environmental agenda being rolled back. Now, Executive Order 14037 was the foundation of Biden's plan to accelerate the move towards zero emissions vehicles. It instructed federal agencies to craft strict emissions rules, target high fuel efficiency standards, push manufacturers toward electric powertrains, and prepare for a future in which half of all new passenger cars sold by 2030 would be zero emissions, in other words, electric. Automakers spent tens of billions of dollars preparing for that direction, building battery factories, restructuring plant supply chains, and cutting production of some profitable internal combustion models to meet these new standards, because if they didn't, the fines would be billions of dollars, which means cars got more expensive, which they did anyhow. The Autopen controversy has taken what seems to be like a predetermined path toward electrification and replaced it with a far more open, contested landscape, one that affects every American driver today and will reshape the nation's automotive future for years to come.